E-commerce. Second year, semester 4, BCom program. It is edited by Dr. Shruti Mathur in Department of E-commerce, Sri Venkateshwara College, University of Delhi. Contributors are Dr. Kamaldeep Kaur, Ms. Mansi Bansal, Ms. Nidhi Bansal, Ms. Pooja Jain. It was published by Pinnacle Learning in the year 2017. The contents include Unit 1, Introduction to E-commerce, Unit 2, Planning Online Business. Unit 3, Technology for Online Business. Unit 4, Operations of E-commerce. And Unit 5, Security and Legal Aspects of E-commerce. And Unit 6, Designing a Web Page Using a Tool. Unit 1, Introduction to E-commerce. The contents are Introduction. Second, E-commerce and related concepts. Third, e-commerce based activities. Fourth, goals of e-commerce. Fifth, functions of e-commerce. Sixth, nature and scope of e-commerce. Seventh, applications of e-commerce. And eighth, framework of e-commerce. Introduction. Electronic commerce or e-commerce is a growing aspect of the business community. The internet has led to the birth and evolution of e-commerce. Simply defined, e-commerce is the use of internet to conduct business. E-commerce has now become a key component of many organizations in the daily running of their trade. Therefore, it is important to understand what e-commerce really is, how it is different from e-business, and what is driving e-commerce revolution. The present chapter is an attempt to answer the above questions. In addition, it also explains the nature, related concepts, advantages, disadvantages, and different models of e-commerce. Meaning, electronic commerce or e-commerce is the act of buying and selling of goods or services over the internet. It means conducting any transaction involving the transfer of ownership or rights to use goods and services electronically. E-commerce allows consumers to electrically exchange goods and services with no barriers of time or distance. E-commerce is sharing business information, maintaining business relationships, and conducting business transactions by means of telecommunications networks. Figure 1.1 shows that e-commerce is a combination of prefix E and the term commerce, where E stands for electronic, and commerce includes all those activities which facilitate the exchange of goods and services between the buyer and seller. Thus, e-commerce is a term for any type of business or commercial transaction that involves the transfer of goods, services, or information between the buyer and seller electronically. It covers a range of businesses from consumer-based retail sites, auction, music sites, to business exchanges and trading of goods and services between corporations. Some of the important and popular definitions of e-commerce are given below. First definition. E-commerce is the use of electronic transmission media, telecommunication, to engage in the exchange of products and services requiring transportation either physically or digitally from location to location. This definition is given by M. Greenstein and T. M. Feynman. Second definition. E-commerce describes the process of buying and selling or exchanging of products, services and information via computer networks including the internet. This definition is given by E. Turban and others. Third definition. E-commerce can be defined as the technology-mediated exchanges between the parties, individuals, organizations, or both, as well as the electronic-based intra- and inter-organizational activities that facilitate such exchanges. This definition is given by J. F. Rayport and B. J. Gaworsky. It is clear from the above definitions that e-commerce is characterized by a wide range of business operations and transactions including, first, B2C and B2B transactions, discussed later in this chapter. Second, EDI, electronic data interchange. Third, electronic payment. Fourth, e-marketing and online services. And fifth, customer relationship management. The wide range of business activities related to e-commerce brought about a range of other new terms and phrases to describe the internet phenomenon in business sectors. Some of these focus on purchasing from online stores on the internet. Since transactions go through the internet and the web, the term i-commerce, that is internet commerce, and even web commerce have been suggested but are now very rarely used. Other terms that are used for online retail selling include e-tailing, virtual stores, or cyber stores. A collection of these virtual stores is sometimes referred to a virtual mall or cyber mall. E-commerce is often thought simply to refer to buying and selling using the internet, but e-commerce involves much more than electronically mediated financial transactions between organizations and customers. Kalakota and Winston, 1997, refer to a range of different perspectives for e-commerce. First, a communication perspective, the delivery of information, products, services, or payments by electronic means. Second, a business process perspective, the application of technology towards the automation of business transactions and workflows. Third, a service perspective, enabling cost cutting at the same time increasing the speed and quality of service delivery. Fourth, an interface perspective, enabling the information and transaction exchanges, B2B, B2C, C2C, etc. Fifth, an online perspective, the buying and selling of products and information online. And sixth, as a market. E-commerce is a global network bringing together customers, suppliers, competitors, and bankers under one roof. E-commerce and related concepts. In this section, we will discuss some concepts and terms related to e-commerce. Traditional commerce versus e-commerce. Nowadays, E is gaining momentum and most of these things, if not everything, are getting digitally enabled. This is happening in the world of commerce and business also. Thus, it becomes very important to clearly draw the line between traditional, that is physical commerce, and commerce integrated with the E factor. In traditional commerce, transactions take place via contact between humans, usually in a physical outlet. For example, customer visiting mobile stores physically and buying a mobile phone from there. But in an e-commerce system, transactions take place via electronic means. Example, the customer visits a cyber mall store website, orders it and gets it at his location after making online payment. E-commerce is changing our economy and affecting all aspects of business. Today, no company can afford to ignore e-commerce. Briefly explains the difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce. Traditional commerce. First, interaction. Direct interaction between buyer and seller is present in traditional commerce. Second, suitability. It is suitable for standard and physical products. Third, identity verification. In traditional commerce, customers can verify the identity of the seller and their physical location. Fourth, transaction processing. Transactions are processed manually. Fifth, scope. The scope of business is generally limited to a particular region. Sixth, level of competition. The level of competition in traditional commerce is generally low. Seventh, catalog. In traditional commerce, physical catalog system is followed. 8th, marketing strategy. In traditional commerce, mass marketing, one-to-many selling, is often used to convey a generic marketing message. 9th, methods of pricing. Mostly fixed pricing system is followed in traditional commerce. 10th, organizational structure. Traditional commerce has hierarchical organizational structure. 11th, paperwork and cost involved. It involves a lot of paperwork as the buyer and seller are required to make entries on papers with every transaction, and thus the cost is also very high in traditional commerce. Now, e-commerce. First, interaction. Interaction between buyer and seller is indirect through internet or web. Second, suitability. It is suitable for the customized products, low value products, intangible products, and digital products. Third, identity verification. In case of e-commerce, customer cannot identify the seller and his location. Fourth, transaction processing. Business transactions are processed in an automated manner. Fifth, scope. The scope of business is worldwide across the globe. Sixth, level of competition. The level of competition is generally high because of the high level of competition. Seventh, catalog. In e-commerce, dynamic and flexible digital catalogs are there which can be directly linked to the ordering process. 8th, marketing strategy. With e-commerce, customers can receive a personalized message according to their profiles and buying behavior. 9th, methods of pricing. Different pricing models such as dynamic pricing by means of online auction and customized pricing, example Priceline, are followed in e-commerce. 10th, organization structure. The internet, together with other information technologies, creates networked organizations which are more effective and productive. 11th, paperwork and cost involved. The data is stored in electronic form which is easy to share across the organization without involving human beings, thus it is cost effective. E-business. E-business or electronic business is the conduct of business process on the internet. These electronic business processes include buying and selling products, supplies, services, servicing customer, processing payments, managing production control, collaborating with business partners, sharing information, running automated employee service, and recruiting. E-business implies the use of web-based technology to buy and sell goods and services, create value and strengthen relationship with the customers, suppliers, business partners, shareholders, and employees. E-business comprises of a range of functions and services ranging from the development of intranet and extranet to e-service. Today, as major corporations continuously rethink their businesses in terms of the internet, specifically its availability, wide reach and ever-changing capabilities, they are conducting e-business to buy parts and supplies from other companies, collaborate on sales promotion and conduct joint research. E-business includes all processes that a business organization conducts over a computer-mediated network. So, it includes product-focused processes, customer-focused processes, and internal management-focused processes. First, production-focused processes. These include procurement, ordering, automated stock replenishment, payment processing, production control processes, and other electronic links with the suppliers. Second, customer-focused processes. These include promotional and marketing efforts, electronic selling, processing of customers' orders and payments, and customer management and support. Third, internal management-focused processes. These include automated employee services, training, information sharing, video conferencing, recruitment, etc. E-commerce versus e-business. In practice, e-commerce and e-business are often used interchangeably. Just as the term business is broader than e-commerce, e-business is a more elaborate term and comprises various business transactions and functions conducted electronically, including the popular gamut of transactions called e-commerce. E-commerce versus e-business. E-commerce. First, all electronically mediated information exchanges between an organization and its external stakeholders is called e-commerce. Second, e-commerce is a narrower term and restricted to buying and selling, and thus it is a subset of e-business. Third, e-commerce is use of electronic transmission medium that caters to buying and selling of products and services. Fourth, e-commerce involves commercial transactions done over the internet. Thus, those activities which essentially involve monetary transactions are termed as e-commerce. Fifth, e-commerce covers outward-facing processes that touch customers, suppliers, and external partners. Sixth, e-commerce involves the mandatory use of internet. Seventh, example are buying of a pen drive from yepme.com is considered e-commerce. Now, e-business. First, all electronically mediated information exchanges both within the organization and with external stakeholders supporting a range of business processes is called e-business. Second, e-business is a broader term that involves market surveying, supply chains, and logistics management, and thus it is a superset of e-commerce. Third, e-business includes buying and selling of goods and services and also servicing customers and collaborating with the business partners through electronic means. Fourth, e-businesses conduct of business processes on the internet. In addition, it includes activities like procurement of raw materials or goods, customer education, looking for supplies, etc. Fifth, e-business covers internal processes such as production, inventory management, product development, risk management, finance, etc. Sixth, e-business involves the use of internet, intranet, or extranet. Seventh, example, using of internet by Dell, Samsung for maintaining e-business processes like online customer support, email marketing, supply chain management. In fact, there is no one definite meaning of e-commerce or e-business that is universally established. The different terms are used to illustrate different perspectives and emphasis of different people in different organizations and business sections. Because of this trend, it is necessary when undertaking any electronic commerce or electronic business to clearly define any term in the context and environment in which it is being used. Electronic Data Interchange, EDI. EDI is a set of standards for structuring information that is to be electronically exchanged within and between business organizations, government entities, and other groups. EDI is the computer-to-computer exchange of business data in standard formats. It is considered to be a technical representation of business conversation between two entities. Thus, EDI can be defined as the exchange of documents in standardized electronic form between organizations in an automated manner directly from a computer application in one organization to an application in another. EDI has become an integral part of most of the industries including retail, insurance, education, and entertainment, government, etc. It helps in transmitting documents such as purchase orders, invoices, shipping notices, etc. between trading partners electronically. The EDI standards are developed and maintained by ANSI ASC X12, American National Standard Institute, abbreviation Standard Committee X12. These standards ensure that EDI follows an established set of rules and methods to make it accessible to everyone. Working of EDI. Every company runs its own system which may or may not be compatible with the system of the company with whom the data has to be interchanged. EDI plays an important role here. To exchange information using EDI, a document must be translated into a format that complies with an EDI standard. The sender creates the application file using their own business application system. The file is then translated into an EDI standard format and transmitted through a WAN, value added network, or direct connection. The receiver takes the transaction set and translates the file from EDI standard format to a file that is usable by his own business application system, and like this, cycle of EDI continues. Business application system to EDI translation system to direct transmission or WAN to EDI translation system to business application system. Advantages of EDI. First, reduced cost of communication between partners. Second, reduced handling cost of sorting, distributing, organizing, and searching documents. Third, improved accuracy as a result of reduced errors. Fourth, improved business relationships as it simplifies business processes. Fifth, better inventory management. Sixth, reduced paperwork. Seventh, effective information management system. Eighth, reduced processing cycle times. And ninth, improved customer service and customer relations. Now, disadvantages of EDI. First, too many standards which keeps on changing. Second, too expensive to implement. Third, requires changes in existing business setup to accommodate automated processing of business documents. Now, e-commerce based activities. It is clear from the above definitions that e-commerce is characterized by a wide range of business operations and transactions, including first, B2B and B2C transactions. Second, EDI, electronic data interchange. Third, electronic payment. Fourth, online marketing. Fifth, customer relationship management. B2B and B2C. B2B implies that seller as well as a buyer is business entity. B2B covers large number of applications which enables business to form relationships with their distributors, resellers, suppliers, etc. Some of the leading activities in B2B e-commerce include electronics, shipping and warehousing, motor vehicles, petrochemicals, paper, office products, food and agriculture. B2C is a model where consumer visits the website, selects an item from the catalog, orders it, and emails is sent to the business organization. After receiving the order, goods would be dispatched to the customer. B2B and B2C models are discussed in detail in Chapter 2. EDI. EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange. EDI is an electronic way of transferring business documents in an organization internally between its various departments or externally with suppliers, customers, or any other subsidiaries. In EDI, paper documents are replaced with electronic documents like Word documents, spreadsheets, etc. Following are few important documents used in EDI. First, invoices. Second, purchase orders. Third, shipping request. Fourth, acknowledgement. Fifth, business correspondence letters. And sixth, financial information letters. Electronic payment. E-commerce sites use electronic payment, where electronic payment refers to paperless monetary transactions. Electronic payment has revolutionized the business processing by reducing paperwork, transaction cost, and labor cost. Being user-friendly and less time-consuming than manual processing, it helps business organization to expand its market reach. Some of the popular modes of electronic payments are following. First, credit card. Second, debit card. Third, smart card. Fourth, e-money. And fifth, electronic fund transfer, EFT. These are discussed in detail in the latest chapters in this book. Online marketing. Online marketing is advertising and marketing the products or services of a business over internet. Online marketing relies upon websites or emails to reach to the users, and it is combined with e-commerce to facilitate the business transactions. In online marketing, one can promote the products and services via websites, blogs, email, social media, forums, and mobile apps. It includes online advertising, mobile advertising, content marketing, email marketing, as well as web analytics for online marketing. Customer Relationship Management, CRM. Customer Relationship Management is a comprehensive strategy and process of acquiring, retaining, and partnering with selective customers to create superior value for the company and the customer. It involves the integration of marketing, sales, customer services, and the supply chain functions of the organization to achieve greater efficiencies and effectiveness in delivering customer value. Thus, e-commerce involves a wide spectrum of activities, and this wide range of business activities related to e-commerce brought about a range of other new terms and phrases to describe the internet phenomenon in business sectors. Some of these focus on purchasing from online stores on the internet. Since transactions go through the internet and the web, the terms i-commerce, internet commerce, and even web commerce have been suggested, but are now very rarely used. Other terms that are used for online retail selling include e-tailing, virtual stores, or cyber stores. A collection of these virtual stores is sometimes referred to a virtual mall or cyber mall. Goals of e-commerce. E-commerce is an emerging concept that describes the process of buying and selling or exchanging of products, services, and information via computer network, including the internet. E-commerce is a modern business methodology that addresses the needs of organization, merchant, and consumers to cut costs while improving the quality of goods and services and increasing the speed of service delivery. It consists of electronic retailing, electronic data interchange, and electronic fund transfer. The main goals of e-commerce are: first, reduction in cost; second, lower product cycle time; third, attract more customers; fourth, faster customer response; fifth, improve service quality; sixth, global reach. Now first, reduction in cost. E-commerce is the most cost-effective method compared to traditional commerce method. The cost of creating, processing, distributing, storing, and retrieving paper-based information has decreased. This has led to the savings of cost. E-commerce aims at reduced inventories and overheads. E-commerce firms need not stock large inventory. This is based on collecting the customer order and then delivering through JIT, just-in-time manufacturing. It also aims at lowering telecommunication cost. The internet is much cheaper than value-added networks, WANs, which are based on leasing telephone lines for the exclusive use of organization and its authorized partners. It is also cheaper to send a fax or email via the internet than direct dialing. Second, low product cycle time. E-commerce aims at reducing cycle time between supplier, intermediaries, and customers. With the reduction of cycle time, the customer can receive products ordered in a fast time. E-commerce can reduce this cycle time by eliminating the time taken to process between supplier, intermediaries, and customers, which means when a customer is placing an order, he or she directly deals with the supplier website, thus eliminating the processing time between the intermediaries and supplier. Third, attract more customers. To both the consumers and business, connectivity plays an important part as it is the key factor determining the whole business. E-commerce provides better connectivity for its potential customers as their respective website can be accessed virtually from anywhere through the internet. This way, more potential customers can get in touch with the company's business and thus eliminating the limits of geographical location. Fourth, faster customer response. E-commerce is much more convenient as customers can browse through a whole directories of catalogs without any hassle, compare prices between products, buying from another country, and on top of that, they can do it while at home or at work without any necessity to move a single inch from their chair. Fifth, improved service quality. Through e-commerce, operating efficiency of the business firm will definitely improve, which in turn strengthen the value and service given to customers and provide a competitive edge over competitors. These improvements may result in more effective performance. The direct benefit accrue to an organization practicing e-commerce are better quality, greater customer satisfaction, better decision making, low cost, high speed, and real-time interaction. And sixth, global reach. The market for a web-based business is not bound by any geographical boundaries. This means the various restrictions existing in different geographical regions in traditional business environment is avoided in e-commerce. Goods can be sold in new markets, especially geographically remote ones. Single physical marketplace located in a geographical area has now become a borderless marketplace including national and international markets. E-commerce enables business firms to have access to people all around the world. In effect, all e-commerce businesses have become virtual multinational corporates. Functions of e-commerce. E-commerce is a composite of technologies, process, and business strategies that foster the instant exchange of information between organizations. E-commerce strengthens relationship with buyers, makes it easier to attract new customers, improves customer responsiveness, and open new markets on a global scale. E-commerce is the application of various communication technologies to provide the automated exchange of business information within internal and external customers, suppliers, and financial institutions. The important functions of e-commerce are as follows. First, communication. E-commerce provides ways for faster, efficient, reliable communication with customers and partners. This also helps people in both developing countries and rural areas to enjoy and access products, services, information, and other people which otherwise would not be so easily available to them. Second, process management. E-commerce automates all activities and services which is available 24/7. Digitalization of products and processes, particularly in the case of software and music or video products, has led to the improvement in business processes also. Third, process service management. E-commerce offers various ways to provide pre-sales and post-sales assistance to the customers to provide better service to them. E-commerce also facilitates delivery of public services. For example, public can make use of health services availability over the internet for an online consultation with doctors or nurses, filing tax returns over the internet through the website. Fourth, transaction management. Using e-commerce, orders for the product can be generated anytime, anywhere without any human intervention. By this way, dependencies to buy a product reduce at large and sales increase. Fifth, inventory management. Using e-commerce, inventory management of products become automated. Reports get generated instantly when required. Product inventory management becomes very efficient and easy to maintain. Sixth, advertising or marketing. E-commerce increases the reach of advertising of products and services of businesses. It helps in better marketing management of products or services. So, the following are the functions of e-commerce. First, communication function, aimed at delivery of information and or documents to facilitate business transaction, example email. Second, process management function, covers the automation and improvements of business process, example networking two computers together. Third, service management function, application of technology to improve the quality of service, example Federal Express websites to trace shipments and schedule. Fourth, transaction management, provides the ability to buy or sell on the internet or some other online services, example Amazon.com. Fifth, inventory management, application of technology for managing stocks and overheads. And sixth, advertising or marketing, advertising of products and conducting marketing activities using internet. Nature and scope of e-commerce. Nature of e-commerce. The unique features of e-commerce include the following. First, ubiquity. Second, global reach. Third, universal standards. Fourth, richness. Fifth, interactivity. Sixth, information density. Seventh, personalization. First, ubiquity. Internet technology is available everywhere, at work, at home, and elsewhere via mobile device anytime. As a result, e-commerce is available everywhere all the time. This feature provides the following advantages. First, marketplace is created or extended beyond traditional boundaries and removed from a geographic region. Second, shopping can take place anywhere. Third, reduced shopping cost. And fourth, customer convenience enhanced. Second, global reach. The potential market size is roughly equal to the size of online population of the world since technology reaches beyond national boundary. It has the following advantages. A. Commerce is enabled across cultural and national boundaries seamlessly and without modification. B. Marketplace includes potentially billions of consumers and millions of businesses worldwide. Third, universal standards. Universal standards are the standards shared by the world. Individuals, businesses, and government use only one set of technology standards, namely Internet Standard, to use e-commerce features. It has the following benefits. A. Low market entry cost. B. Reduced product search cost by creating a single, one-word marketplace where price discovery becomes simpler, faster, and more accurate. And C. Ease in finding the suppliers, prices, and delivery terms of a specific product anywhere in the world. Fourth, richness. Richness is related to the complexity and content of a message. Through e-commerce, video, audio, and text messages are possible. It provides the following advantages. A. It facilitates advertising and branding. B. The internet and web can deliver to an audience of millions rich marketing messages in a way not possible with traditional technologies like radio, TV, and magazines. Fifth, interactivity. E-commerce allows two-way communication between merchant and consumers. The web offers a two-way communication process which was not afforded through traditional mediums such as newspapers, magazines, radio, and television. The advantage of this feature are: A. The web allows consumers to control what information will be presented, in what order, and for how long. B. A website can be categorized according to the control of the consumer over the communication process. Therefore, different levels of interactivity may be found. C. E-commerce can collect information from consumers more easily and efficiently with forms and surveys. Sixth, information density. It is related to the total amount and quality of information available to all the market participants. Its significance is as follows. A. The e-commerce technology reduces information cost and raises the quality of information. B. It makes information accurate, inexpensive, and plentiful. 7th, personalization. E-commerce allows personalized messages to be delivered to individuals as well as groups. It has the following advantages. A. Personalization of marketing messages to a specific individual by adjusting the message to a person's name, interest, and past purchases. B. Customization of products and services are based on individual characteristics. Now, scope of e-commerce. The scope of e-commerce is wide and includes all electronically based intra and inter-organizational activities that directly or indirectly support marketplace exchanges. E-commerce has an impact on many areas of business management. These includes A. Marketing. This includes the issues related to the online advertising, marketing strategies, and consumer behavior and cultures. One of the areas in which it impacts particularly is direct marketing. In the past, this was mainly door-to-door home parties like the Tupperware parties and mail order using catalogs or leaflets. This moved to telemarketing and TV selling with the advances in telephone and television technology, and finally developed into ECRM, customer relationship management, by creating new channels for direct sales and promotion. B. Computer sciences. This involves the development of different networks and computing the technologies and languages to support e-commerce and e-business. For example, linking front and back office legacy systems with web-based technology. C. Financing. These includes the impact of e-commerce on local and global economies, understanding the concepts of a digital and knowledge-based economy and how this fits into economic theory. And E. Production and operation management. The impact of an online processing has led to reduced cycle times. It takes seconds to deliver digitized products and services electronically. Similarly, the time for processing orders can be reduced to more than 90% from days to minutes. Advantages. The benefits of e-commerce can be seen to affect three major stakeholders: organizations, customers, and societies. Benefits of e-commerce to organizations. First, international marketplace. Using e-commerce, organization can expand their market to national and international markets with minimum capital investment. By becoming e-commerce enabled, business now have access to people all around the world. In effect, all e-commerce businesses have become virtual multinational corporations. An organization can easily locate more customers, best suppliers, suitable business partners across the globe. Second, operational cost saving. E-commerce helps organizations to reduce the cost to create, process, distribute, retrieve, and manage the paper-based information by digitizing information. Third, mass customization. E-commerce has revolutionized the way consumers buy goods and services. The pull-type processing allows for products and services to be customized to the customer's requirements. In the past, when Ford first started making motor cars, customers could have any color so long as it was black, reflecting a supplier-side market and mindset. Now, customers can configure a car according to the specifications within minutes online via the www.ford.com website. Fourth, improved productivity and reduced inventories. E-commerce increased the productivity of the organization. It supports pull-type supply management. In pull-type supply management, a business process starts when a request comes from a customer and delivered through JIT, just-in-time manufacturing. This is particularly beneficial for companies in the high-technology sector where stocks of components held could quickly become obsolete within months. For example, companies like Motorola, mobile phones, and Dell computers gather customers' orders for a product, transmit them electronically to the manufacturing plant where they are manufactured according to the customer's specifications, like color and features, and then sent to the customers within a few days. Fifth, lower telecommunication costs. The internet is much cheaper than value-added networks, VANs, which were based on leasing telephone lines for the sole use of organizations and its authorized partners. It is also cheaper to send a fax or email via internet than direct dialing. Sixth, digitization of products and processes. E-commerce is particularly popular in the case of software and music or video products, which can be downloaded or emailed directly to customers via internet in digital or electronic format. Seventh, improved brand image. E-commerce improves the brand image of the company. Brand image helps in lowering search cost, building trust, and communicating quality. 8. Simplify the business processes. E-commerce helps in simplifying and making the business process faster and efficient. Benefits of e-commerce to consumers. First, 24/7 access. E-commerce enables customers to shop or conduct other transactions 24 hours a day, all year round from almost any location. For example, checking balances, making payments, obtaining travel and other important information can be retrieved anytime. Second, more choices. Customers not only have a whole range of products that they can choose from and customize, but also an international selection of suppliers. Third, price comparisons. E-commerce application provides users more option to compare and select the cheaper and better option. Fourth, readily available information. A customer can see the relevant detailed information within seconds rather than waiting for days or weeks. Fifth, improved delivery processes. E-commerce enables the immediate delivery of digitized or electronic goods such as software or audio-visual files by downloading via internet. It also facilitates the online tracking of the progress of packages being delivered by mail or courier. Sixth, provides an environment of competition. E-commerce increases competition among the organizations, and as a result, organization provides substantial discounts to the customers. And seventh, reviews about products available. A customer can put review comments about a product and can see what others are buying or see the review comments of other customers before making a final buy. Benefits of e-commerce to society. First, enables more flexible working practice, which enhances the quality of life for a whole host of people in society, enabling them to work from home. It provides happier and less stressful working environment and also potentially reduces environmental pollution as fewer people have to travel to work regularly. Second, connects people. E-commerce has enabled access to services and products to rural areas as well as which are otherwise not available to them. Third, facilitates delivery of public services. E-commerce helps government to deliver public services like healthcare, education, social services at reduced cost and in an improved way. Limitations of e-commerce. The limitations of e-commerce can be broadly classified into two categories: technical limitations and non-technical limitations. Technical limitations. A technical limitation is an inability of either computer software or hardware to achieve some functionality, and as such these may be solved by spending enough money. These technical limitations include the following. First, huge setup and maintenance cost. High startup cost, connection cost, setup cost, customized hardware and software cost are involved in setting up an online business. Second, system scalability. Scalability refers to the ability of a computer system to be upgraded to new standards. Sometimes it becomes difficult to integrate e-commerce software or website with the existing application or database. A website must be scalable or upgradable on a regular basis with respect to performance, speed and response time. It is required to update and maintain the websites regularly, which further adds to the cost. Third, lack of skilled personnel. It is difficult to find skilled www developers, content providers, and knowledgeable professionals to manage and maintain customers online. Fourth, high cost of training. It is imperative to have trained and qualified workers to run and maintain e-commerce businesses. Thus, the cost of training and maintaining skilled personnel is very high. Fifth, lack of security. There can be lack of system security, reliability, or standards owing to poor implementation of e-commerce. Data protection, system integrity that handles the data, computer viruses, hacking issues are serious concerns in e-commerce. Sixth, high cost of technical solutions. In many countries, network bandwidth might cause an issue as there is insufficient telecommunication bandwidth available. Special types of web servers or other software might be required by the vendor setting the e-commerce environment apart from network servers. Seventh, compatibility issue. There could be software or hardware compatibility issue as some e-commerce software may be incompatible with some operating system or any other component. Non-technical limitations. Non-technical limitations are due to reasons other than poor functionality of system. These are difficult to change since they involve factors which are very difficult to be altered, like people's attitude, resistance to change, faceless transaction, etc. These include the following. First, Absence of personal touch. E-commerce enables screen-to-face and not face-to-face transaction. There's a lack of touch or feel of products during the online shopping. The customers would like to touch the product to check the quality of the product, like in case of clothes, jewelry, and furniture. Second, resistance to change. Customers are used to traditional models of business, that is faceless, paperless, and non-physical transaction will take time to become an integral part of their life. User may not trust the site which is an unknown faceless seller. Such mistrust makes it difficult to make users switch from physical stores to online or virtual stores. Third, privacy issues. It is difficult to ensure security or privacy on online transactions. Customers are apprehensive in sharing their personal information on the web. Unauthorized entry of hackers into the websites can create problems. Fourth, fraudulent practices. Some dishonest businessmen operate fake websites, receive advance payments, and don't supply the goods. They even misuse the confidential information about customers. Fifth, internet access in remote areas. Internet access is still not cheap and is inconvenient to use for many potential customers like the ones living in remote areas. Applications of e-commerce. The applications of e-commerce are used in various business areas such as retail and wholesale and manufacturing. The most common e-commerce applications are as follows. First, retail and wholesale. E-commerce has a number of applications in retail and wholesale. E-tailing or online retailing is the selling of goods from business to consumer through electronic stores that are designed using the electronic catalog and shopping cart model. Cybermail is a single website that offers different products and services at one internet location. Second, marketing. Data collection about customer behavior, preferences, needs, and buying patterns is possible through web and e-commerce. This helps marketing activities such as price fixation, negotiation, product feature enhancement, and relationship with the customer. Third, banking and finance. E-banking is an electronic payment system that enables customers of a bank to conduct a range of financial transactions through secure internet application. E-banking has increased tremendously not only among young internet-savvy people but also among other age groups. The banks provide their customers 24 hours online banking services anytime, anywhere with internet banking. All the banking transactions can be performed by the customer from the comfort of their home or office. E-banking makes use of electronic currency. Credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, or stored value cards, digital cash are the different types of electronic currency used in e-banking. Fourth, financial companies are also using e-commerce to a large extent. The customers can check the balances of their savings and loan accounts, transfer money to their account, and pay their bill through an online banking or e-banking. Another application of e-commerce is online stock trading. Many websites provide access to news, charts, information about company profile, analyst rating on the stocks. Fifth, online insurance. E-insurance involves the advertisement, recommendation, negotiation, and purchase and claim settlement of insurance policies through the internet. The consumers can search from different insurance companies for products that they are willing to purchase. They evaluate the products from different companies to determine the one which best suits their needs. The terms of the insurance policies are then conveyed to the customers by the insurance company, and the customer responds with details including a description of the entity being insured, the terms, and the duration of insurance policy. The buyer then pays the initial premium to the insurance company and the policy certificate is sent to the buyer. At present, most of these processes are not automated. Some e-insurance sites offer web-based policies, but these are little more than passive catalogs of alternatives available to buyers. Sixth, e-brokerage. E-brokerage is one of the fields where the online financial websites are giving a tough competition to the traditional service providers. Banks and the NBFCs have tied up with these e-brokers to expand their customers base and gain more on client acquisition. Banks have recorded the e-trading business and have sourced the e-traders so that the customers can buy or sell the stocks online and can also pay via the net. Seventh, manufacturing. E-commerce is also used in the supply chain operations of a company. Some companies form an electronic exchange by providing together buy and sell goods trade market information, and run back office information such as inventory control. This speeds up the flow of raw material and finished goods among the members of the business community. Various issues related to the strategic and competitive issues limit the implementation of the business models. Companies may not trust their competitors and may fear that they will lose trade secrets if they participate in mass electronic exchanges. 8th, auction. Customer-to-customer e-commerce is direct selling of goods and services among customers. It also includes electronic auctions that involve bidding. Bidding is a special type of auction that allows prospective buyers to bid for an item. For example, airline companies give the customer an opportunity to quote the price for a seat on a specific route on the specified date and time. 9th, payment of utility bills. The utility bills can be paid electronically by online, mobile, and telephone banking. The customer can transfer money from their bank account to a creditor or vendor such as public utility, department store, or an individual to be credited against a specific account. These payments are typically executed electronically as a direct deposit through a national payment system operated by the banks or in conjunction with the government. 10. Online trade agencies. Web-based travel agencies, hotel booking, car rentals, and online tickets, etc. are some issues in travel business which have been simplified with the World Wide Web. Travelers save on the time and effort while doing business online. 11th, online career services. With the growth in technology, availability and access to the internet, online recruiting has become one of the important and primary sources of recruitment. Recruitment is done online by posting job advertisements and receiving applications online. Job portals have displayed an exponential growth in the first decade of this millennium. It is an effective means of linking job seekers and employers. Internet is being increasingly used by both prospective employees and prospective employers to gather a more truthful picture about each other. Using World Wide Web over traditional sources like company brochures, job fairs, etc. provides a number of benefits. Frameworks of e-commerce. E-commerce or electronic commerce is a methodology of modern business which addresses the need of business organization, vendors, and customers to reduce cost and improve the quality of goods and services while increasing the speed of delivery. E-commerce refers to paperless exchange of business information using the following ways. First, electronic data exchange. Second, electronic mail. Third, electronic bulletin boards. Fourth, electronic fund transfer. Fifth, other network-based technologies. Evolution of e-commerce. The beginning of e-commerce can be traced to the 1960s when businesses started using electronic data interchange to share business documents with other companies. In 1979, the American National Standards Institute developed ASC X12 as a universal standard for business developed to share documents through electronic networks. After the numbers of the individual users sharing electronic documents with each other grew in the 1980s, in the 1990s, the rise of eBay and Amazon revolutionized the e-commerce industries. Consumers can now purchase endless amounts of items online, both from typical brick-and-mortar stores with e-commerce capabilities and with each other. Resources required for successful implementation of e-commerce. Successful implementation of e-commerce requires the following resources. Number 1. Well-designed website. A business enterprise must develop a comprehensive website to communicate effectively with its customers and business partners. The basic infrastructure of a website consists of pages with text, graphic, audio, and links to other pages. The entry point is called the home page and other web pages are linked to the home page. The website must be able to provide information about the company, its history, its products, their features and prices, and other technical details. The website should also have the ability to input data into the system. For instance, filling out a form, sending an email message to the company, or sending feedback about the website. Second, adequate computer hardware. The computer hardware consists of its monitor, server, backup devices, printer, etc. For smooth e-commerce transactions, a business needs a computer with a lot of memory, a powerful central processing unit, and a fast link to the internet. A large store space will give a quicker access to stored data. A processor with good speed will lead to quicker download. Third, adequate computer software. Computer software consists of operating systems like Windows, Linux, etc. In addition to an operating system, the company needs a browser such as Internet Explorer, which allows surfing on the net. Some basic software like File Transfer Protocol, Telnet, Archie, etc. are also required. Fourth, effective telecommunication system. E-commerce requires an effective telecommunication system in the form of telephone lines, optic fiber cables, and internet technology to handle the traffic on the internet. E-commerce cannot be successful if telephone lines are getting frequently disconnected and it is difficult to access the net. Fifth, technically qualified and responsive workforce. A well-trained workforce that is capable of working easily with the internet and the computer networks is essential for the success of e-commerce. The company staff must be trained to handle sales inquiries, processing orders, and ensuring prompt delivery. There must be proper coordination between receipt of order, delivery of goods, and receipt of payment so as to minimize errors. Sixth, business service infrastructure. A foolproof system of receiving payment for the goods and services must be developed. Adequate information must be made available to enable customers to know their bill amount. An inbuilt system of refunds in case of excess amount is received should be created. Electronic payments and refunds should be secured through banks and credit agencies. Process of e-commerce. The process of online shopping, that is e-commerce, is discussed below in the figure. First, customer log on to a website and browses catalogs of products. Second, selected items are placed in a shopping cart. Third, order is placed by the user. 4. Payment instructions and total cost of order is sent by the merchant. 5. Customer provides payment information. 6. Order is completed. 7. Email is sent to the customer and merchant. 8. Order is sent to warehouse for fulfillment. 9. Shipping carrier picks up shipment. 10. Shipment sent to the customer. Test your understanding. Question number 1. What is e-commerce? Discuss its nature and scope. Question 2. Define electronic data interchange. What are the components of electronic data interchange? Question 3. Compare and contrast the traditional business with electronic commerce in a bookshop business. Question number 4. List the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. Question number 5. Discuss technical and non-technical limitations of e-commerce. Question 6. What is EDI? Explain how business transactions can take place in EDI. Question 7. How does e-commerce differ from traditional commerce? Question number 8. Briefly discuss the various types of e-commerce based activities. Question number 9. What are goals of e-commerce? Question number 10. Discuss the functions performed by e-commerce. Question number 11. Discuss the nature and scope of e-commerce. Question number 12. Write short notes on A. EDI. B. E-commerce is not same as e-business. C. Application of e-commerce. D. E-commerce framework. E. Process of e-commerce. And F. Advantages of e-commerce outweigh the limitations.